Well, Michelle Russo, so nice of you to share your time and actually
Absolutely.
how you've been sharing your talents too with members of Lesko Help. And let me explain to the audience what you've been doing as a volunteer is
Well,
uh,
I got the original link
uh,
to the grant, the huge grant that I got from one of your videos. So like
oh,
I feel
really? Oh,
helped me so much
I see.
that like I want to give back to your community because you're already steering them in the right direction, and that helps a lot. So I felt like this is a great place where there's actually people who do need help, because before that I was just like even looking for people on random like forums that
Uh-huh.
I could help for free. So I mean, like, and they weren't even people who were necessarily looking for help or wanting help, but now you have this whole group of people that want this help that I can help them with, and it just seemed like perfect. And like also again, I really appreciate like all the resources that you put out for us. So
Well, in the scheme of things, have you always been getting and finding free money like this, or like grants? When was your first grant?
this was well, I mean, I got the PUA stuff
I
last
see,
year,
right.
better money. But yeah, this rental one was the first one I ever got. So I
Oh,
didn't even know that these things were a thing
mhm.
until I stumbled upon your channel and realized that they were a thing. And yeah, then since then I've just been looking into it more and more, see like what other kind of, I go through all your links and go and see like pretty much what other kind of things I would be qualified for. There is a lot there, and I know like maybe I see some people seem to think it's intimidating, and it definitely is, all the links and stuff, but
Right.
like if you kind of really know what kind of help you're looking for exactly, it's easy to find that and all the links that you have available for everybody to find.
Okay. Well, what do you think that your main misconception was before you started getting into it and actually getting grant? And by the way, you got months and months of back rent, right?
Yes,
From
yeah, I did.
and you just got to re-up or something? What was that?
So yeah, well, they gave me $8,000 for
Wow.
the whole year of 2020. Yeah,
Wow.
they sent it to my landlord. It had to go directly to my landlord, which is
Right.
fine because she's the person who I owed rent
Right.
to. Um, but like, yeah, but now I also did get in a little bit of contact with the person who helped me the first time, and she said, yeah, like according to everything we're looking at, you should be eligible for the $12,000 for this year. So
Wow. Now, let me
yeah.
hold on, back up. You said the person that was helping you, this was somebody within the government agency?
Yes. Yeah. The
Ah,
National Low Income Housing Coalition
oh,
is,
I see.
is
Oh,
the
yes, I know
ICOG.
them. They're for terrific. Yeah. So this
Yeah,
is,
that's
they're
what
a
I said. I got the link
nonprofit,
from her.
right? So they're a nonprofit that are in business to help people with housing kind of thing. And so did they show you the first time too? Or
Yes. Yeah.
I see.
They showed me the first time
Oh, that's
because
terrific.
like I said, I was watching one of your videos, and one of
Yeah,
your videos you said to try and go to these guys. So I
right.
went and I went and looked in for my state, and I sent them an email, and someone got back to me that day telling me where the portal was, and they gave me the portal. And then I messaged her again in like February-ish to ask her about the portal, the new portal that they're
Right.
gonna have, because they have a new one coming for this year.
Ah,
And the webpage for that, it's DeState Housing dot it might be .org or .com.
right.
Um, but I can give you that link later so you have it. It said like something about like January and February rent might not be covered, but I sent her an email. So that's what that I was also sending her an email about that to ask her
Mhm.
what should I do to get my January and
Right.
February rent. And she said, well, you should be able to get it all at once. You just have to, these are for people who don't want to wait
I
um,
see.
for them to get all their stuff together. Pretty much. She's like, there's these other resources for people who don't want to wait and just get it all in a lump sum from us. There's other places they could go to if they were
Wow.
in like super immediate need,
Right.
So that's really great for people who are in
Right.
super
Yeah, I
immediate,
think there's a
like,
lot of that out there now. Well, that's it.
yeah.
So in other words, you actually were working through a nonprofit that knew the government where they were making the checks from the government.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
because they sent me to the place who would have been the ones who were doing it. So I don't think it was actually the National Low Income Housing Coalition who did the
right,
grant. It
right,
was something, it was another
right. No, it's
company.
probably a city or state or a
Yeah, but
government
they
official.
sent me the information for the portal because like I was at first kind of just Googling online trying to find the portal, and it was just like I
You're not
just couldn't
going,
find it. The only
right.
way that I felt like in the end I was able to find it was actually by contacting someone and asking them for it.
No, that's right. I believe, and that's right. It sounds too that a big key to what you've done is because of the phone. You're able to get on the phone and find something that's really not there that you would never find if you were Googling your ears off, right?
Well, no, because I didn't end up having to talk to anyone on the phone. But what did help was that since you gave me the link to the
I
National
see.
Low Income Housing Coalition, I didn't have to go and Google where can I find this, where can I find
Right.
that. And I think
Gotcha.
the only reason why I couldn't get a hold of them via the phone was because it was like New Year's weekend, because I literally waited till the last day to apply.
But
Yeah.
since then, you started up a relationship with a person. I mean, not just finding, say, to me, I think so many people think, oh, just give me the website, I'll fill out the form and they'll send me the money. You know, that intermediary step of finding someone who understands. In other words, they say, oh, don't apply for this, apply for that, because you're going to get more money, right?
Yes, yeah, definitely. She would have, if there was anything else, that would have been willing to maybe get me more money. I'm sure she would have been able to help me that
Right.
way, which is probably why she said like it'd probably be better for you to wait and go through
Right. That's
DeState
wonderful.
Housing, where you'll get at least $1,000 a month instead of maybe going through these nonprofits where you'll get less
Right.
for the month of January and February.
Right.
Um,
Wow. I
so
mean,
that
that
was
to
cool
me
of her.
is
And
just
literally, as soon as she got like a newsletter about it, she sent me she sent me another email. Now she's like sending me emails
I
without me even
see.
having to
Are you
contact.
gonna get the police for harassment or whatever?
No, 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 not yet. Anyway, I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends.
Right. Now the governments or these organizations are bothering you, but they're throwing
Yeah,
you money. I mean, that's why I feel that so much of this is a people business too. How you became human to her, she's human to you. It's not some faceless bureaucracy just trying to rule the
yeah.
world or
Because I
something.
actually
Yeah.
sent her up a follow-up email just telling her like, thank you so much. I got this assistance
Wonderful.
that I really needed, and I really, really appreciate it. And I think that's probably the thing that sunk in her head and made her really actually remember who I am and really
Absolutely.
actually see me as a person, is that I went back and like did
Right.
that. So
Perfect.
I think follow-ups are super important too. And I've realized from everything that I have been learning here that like they seem to be one of the most important things, like they want to know that you want it.
Right. Well, and that you need it instead of just just trying to, screw the system or something.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah. And yeah, if we could
Because
hear.
there's so many scams, like not only
Right.
for people who are looking for grants, but also for them, they have people calling in under other people's
Mm,
identities all the time. So
right. And
getting on the phone with
the
them and
unemployment's that way, right?
it helps so much.
Yeah. Right. Wow. And you're also working on a PPP grant now, or forgivable loan?
Yeah, I'm working on a PPP grant. I should have it in my account, like any day now. That's what Lumpley said. So that was pretty easy too. The sign up was like 5 minutes, and it said that it was going to be for both, but the more I looked into it, it's not. Like
What do
they're
you
going to
mean for
send you
both
another
parties?
link. Well, so for PPP, there's a PPP first draw and second draw.
I see.
So they take the amount you're supposed to get and give you two checks of that amount, which mine was like $2,000 because I didn't have like super huge income in
Right.
2019 for my bank, for my business that I filed under. But still, I mean, that's $4,000 I wouldn't have had I not applied, you
It's hard
know?
to earn that much in 5 minutes.
Yeah, like I mean, it really just took applying like for five
Yeah.
minutes. I mean, the government really does want to help people right now because it's a
Yeah. Oh,
pandemic, and
absolutely.
like,
Yeah.
I mean, if it's almost like, if you were a fireman and like your house is on fire, not even if you're a fireman, but like if your house is on fire and there's a hose, and like why wouldn't you grab that hose to like help
Exactly.
you, you
That's
know?
public water. I don't want to use public water.
Yeah, you know, we are all like in emergencies and
Right. And
crises
well,
and
I think that's part of being human too, is helping each other.
oh yeah,
Uh,
100%.
and that's the nice part. And that's what keeps me going with this is the fact that help each other. That's why I'm so grateful that you chose Lesko Help to help people, because it really is a way to model, to tell other people that it's okay. You're not going to get ripped off if you help people. And we're all so scared of being whatever
Yeah,
because we saw some
100%.
horror movie. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's very important that people be super, super, super vigilant of
Right.
scams because
Oh, I
they are
remember. What was that?
so prevalent.
Did you weren't sure if I was a real person? You said you want a picture
I
of
did.
it?
Yes, I
I'll tell you what
did.
this woman did. Yeah. She said, there's somebody. Now, if you send me a photo of handing, was it 2 fingers on each hand?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said 2 fingers on each hand.
So I said, what the hell is this thing? Ah, what the hell? Yeah, I do anything. I made a bigger fool of myself, I'm sure. And
I thought it was a pretty good picture, and I was like cracking up laughing, but also like, oh my gosh, wait, it is a real Matthew Lesko, and I just made him like
Well,
I just
that's
made
right.
him prove
But I
his
mean, you're
identity.
right, because there is some, I still get scammed, or there are people, posing as me and everything. And it's an arms race. You can never beat them because they think about that stuff 24 hours a day, so you just don't apply to anything that is suspicious or you don't know completely about. No, I thought
Yeah,
that,
well, that's what's good about the resources that you give is
yeah,
that like, I at least know these things aren't fake, or at least they're not
yeah,
spam or a
right.
robot or something like that. So it helps people to get in the right direction of what they want to do.
Well, see, that's what another thing too, I'm trying to do with Let's Go Help It is get rid of the robots and back to the humans, because robots run everything. You can't talk to anybody at Google or at
No.
Facebook or anything like that. It's all run by robots, and,
Mhm.
and people's lives are not robots. And the important things in life have nothing to do with robots, which is empathy, loving, all those important things we need. The robots aren't going to get good, if ever, at that.
No, they're definitely not going to be able to figure that out. But I think that's why in certain situations they want the robots there, because like they know a lot of like, I don't know, if you're like a health insurance person turning down someone with like cancer for health
Right.
insurance, yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for a robot to do
Right.
it rather than a real person.
Well,
And that's
I answered a letter
awful.
from a member, a question. That's what I do all day is, give an answer to the question. And I said, well, I had to wait so long. My response is, well, we could do it faster if we have a robot answering these things, but I don't want to do that. So you're going to have to wait for 48 hours, maybe.
I could probably help you set up a robot if you wanted to. I think there might be a function on Mighty with
Yeah, there
robot.
probably is automatic.
No,
And
I'm
I'm
just
sure
kidding.
I'm still in
I
the process. It's
I
only been
definitely
about
know
a
you
year.
don't want to use robots.
And
Like,
I'm trying to figure out more about all this. The more I'm in the dirt and see every question that comes in, the more I could plan and see the patterns, how we could help better, and that's what it is. Or and I'm getting close to the Mighty. I gave you a link. Did you get that link work for you to get
for
Mighty?
Mighty?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. I'm in Mighty.
that's right. Yeah,
So,
you're
but in Mighty, I'm Echo. I'm
that's
Echo.
all right. Echo. Okay.
Yeah,
Say it again.
Echo Phoenix.
That's a
Yeah,
joke there. See, Echo, say it again. You
Echo.
young snappers don't understand old man jokes.
I don't know. I didn't. That one just went right over my head.
Yeah. A lot of mine do. They're not very smart. Well, you've been a delight. I'm so happy I met you. And so happy.
Definitely, I feel the same way about you. I'm so happy that that's one reason why like my kind of scam detectors went up a little bit, because I was like, wait, like this is so crazy. Like I can't believe I'm meeting him right now, because like, yeah, like I mean really, like you're not only did your videos like give me this link, but it also gave me motivation, like, because
Mhm.
sometimes your videos will say like, come on, get up, like they won't say come and
Yeah,
do this, but like hurry up and get this done because you don't want to be too late,
right.
and like I think that's great. So I can really just like tell myself that you seem like a very genuine person as well, not like anyone who's trying to get over on anyone or anything like that. And like that makes me even more like want to help people in your group, because you seem like you have a great judge of character, and anyone who would want to be in your group would be probably an awesome person too, I feel like. So
Well, I don't
yeah.
know. I got some relatives that want to join, and I don't know about
Be positive.
that.
Don't even worry about the negative stuff.
Again, see that I'm trying to tell jokes. Well, thank you so very much, and thank you for being
Of
alive
course.
and sharing this. And by the way, this woman, I mean, I've hired thousands and thousands of researchers. Because my whole life I've been doing this 50 years or whatever, and many people pass through my life and doing researcher, and you are terrific at this.
Oh,
And
thank you.
yeah, no, I absolutely, and so many people that say they're researchers and they're fucking not, because you're not bogged down with any protocol or preconceived notion or what it should be. And so you're able to crash through the doors and get there in a polite way. I used the
Yes.
term the other day, sort of polite persistence.
Yes, there's totally a way to do that, like I
Yeah,
think being angry with any of these in
right.
any situation, ever like being angry or rude or anything is not going to get you anywhere. And I think at one point in time, people
Yeah,
thought that maybe that was the way to go, but I definitely think, always showing, that you're thankful and appreciative of their time and
absolutely.
everything that
And
they
look at
can provide
this
you with.
woman you were nice to. You came back later after you got 8,000 to get 12 more thousand, and she
Yeah.
couldn't wait to help you.
Yeah, she could meet you. Yeah,
Even
definitely.
so, she didn't look at you as some greedy bastard. I just gave her $8,000. What does she want more for?
Yeah, no, she didn't at all. Not
Yeah,
whatsoever, even in the littlest bit. I mean, she didn't make me feel like that at all. No one has ever
right.
made me feel like that in anything like this that I've had to go through. Like I was ever a nuisance or a bother. So like if anyone feels like you're a nuisance or a bother, like you're not. Um
Exactly.
phone
Yeah,
calls are a good idea, but like I think also if you ever do make a phone call, definitely like always follow it up with an email, so
yeah,
you're creating a sort of paper trail. And
right.
also so like they're human too, like they might not get to their
Absolutely.
voicemails,
Absolutely.
so also making sure you send the email too will definitely help a lot.
Wonderful. So I appreciate you and what you do and what your heart is telling you to do, because I think that's the thing. You listen to your heart a lot. And
Hmm.
most of us are trying to live by some other yardstick instead of our own.
Right.
And it's difficult to do. So that's why, to me, your heroine, should I call you a hero or a heroine? I don't know anymore.
Whatever,
What
whatever
pronouns should
sounds
I
better.
use for hero
Since
for you?
heroine, super lady, or
Super lady.
heroine
Just
works, or just Michelle works too.
Michelle works. But it's true and from my heart. And that's why I love you being around, and I will certainly help you to do whatever you want to do in life because of your ethics too, which are so important. If you have people around you think they're going to steal from you or trying to get everything, that's no fun either. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
you can't
That's
grow.
good.
We can only grow where we're allowed to grow. Yeah. And we don't
Mm-hmm.
know what that is yet. So we need room to figure that out.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is really good to just surround yourself with people who are going to be honest about things and not like, take advantage of anything, and just be like appreciative in general and
Exactly.
just be positive. Being
Well, to
positive.
me, after about 40 and 2 failing marriages, I figured out what love is helping somebody else do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
And not be
definitely.
judgmental about what the hell to do. I don't even know what to do in my own goddamn life. How could I tell somebody else what to do with theirs?
Yeah, yeah,
But unless
definitely.
they ask, tell me what you want to do, and I'll help you do it, no matter what the hell it is. Yeah,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that's love. Well, wonderful. And you're showing love to all our members by doing this. Tell me
Yes.
what you want to do. I'll help you find money to do it. Now that's
Yes.
love. Look at, she's loving everybody.
Yes, seriously. I literally just had a conversation with someone earlier on Lesko Help, and I said, like, I would love to help you do what your dreams are. Like, I literally said that. And then I also said, like, but first, let's get you right first.
Right.
Yeah. And then I'd love to help you with your dreams, though, because that's
Right.
important. I feel like
Absolutely.
following your dreams, whatever they are,
Absolutely.
like, no matter how hard you think they're gonna be,
Exactly.
like, keep like going
Absolutely.
and keep pursuing them.
Yeah.
And
But if the cops are at the door, you got to take care of that first.
yeah, you gotta take care of the cops first, you know.
Right.
So
Wonderful. I'll talk to you soon. You have a good evening, because I know your work day is
thank you
just
so much
starting.
for having me.
Oh, this is
for
fun.
this video. This is awesome.
And anytime you just text me, tell you what you want me to do, that will help you do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I wanted to talk to you about some of the like school forgiveness loan options and stuff,
Oh.
but like to get that list of questions together for you.
Great. Well, no, and to share with everyone, yes, absolutely. I need
Yeah.
help.
I
me.
just want to get the questions together for you that I
Okay.
wanted to ask you. But if you know any of them offhand right now that you want
Well,
to share,
what I
student
share,
forgiveness.
I'll send you a report on it. It's the nonprofits that are the best. There's too many people saying they're going to fix your student loans, and they're really just selling you money.
Right. Yeah, that's what it
and
seems like whenever I am trying to find information on it.
yeah, and that they text me, you know, and call me. I never even had a student loan. Yeah.
They probably just see you on their website and like, you know,
Yeah.
like you go on,
So
takes all their
there's
data.
yeah, there's good, you know, consumerfinance.gov. If you go there, consumerfinance.gov, and put student loan forgiveness, because all the programs are legitimately government, you know, so none of these banks can do any of them for you anyway, you know, but they're going to figure out a way for them to get money out of it.
Yeah, right. Like,
and I'll get this together, some other stuff. And then what's neat about the student loans, there's some nonprofit organizations like the housing one you went to. There's one for student loans that will sue your colleges for you. Yeah, because
yeah, that's what I was reading up on the most, and I was thinking that like
there's things like that, and nonprofit. Harvard has a place. Well, you put in your case, and they decide to take it all for free. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking, well, if, like for me personally, I was thinking that they shouldn't have to do, they should be able to get rid of mine, because like when I filed for a county outside of my main city, which would have been Philadelphia, and for that the tuition was like 3 times the amount that it should have been. And I actually wasn't even living in the outside county at the time. I was actually living in Philadelphia, so I think that would be a pretty good dispute.
Can't hurt. Man, that's all I know. Can't. And actually, this administration is already talking about.
I figure I would just try it and see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then
it's always a try.
Get some, like I say, other legal help to bounce it off these people who do this all the time, just to see what it looks like. You don't have to take their advice, but just.
But it would be good to just see what they say about it first.
Just so you don't fall off a cliff.
Yeah, and it would give me more to prepare about, for sure. So that's good. Thank you. Okay, so it's consumerfinance.gov, right?
Yeah, but I'll send you a report too that has these sources. Okay, dear. Thank you so much. And
absolutely,
thank you
no problem at all.
living and sharing your wonderful
100%.
talents with us. Pardon me?
Yeah, thank you for helping me discover my wonderful talents.
Oh, they are. I mean, no,
you're
a hell of a researcher, because you got the balls to get on the phone and ask somebody, you know, you got the chutzpah to knock on somebody's door, you know, and that's all it is. Without that, you're going to wait for them to contact you, and that will never happen.
Yeah, waiting for them to contact you, it either won't happen or it'll take like really, really long.
Exactly. It'll be over.
And I'm just like, I want it now.
Right. Okay, Michelle, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.